History of the Transpennine Express franchise. The Transpennine Express franchise is very closely linked to my last franchise video, the Northern franchise. Originally formed as a brand, part of the Regional Railways North-East franchise, the same one Northern used to be a part of. With the private sector operators Arriva Trains Northern and Northern Spirit deciding to keep the Transpennine Express branding. As the year 2000 was a big shake-up for the Northern franchise video, it also is a big shake-up here, as that is when the Strategic Rail Authority decided to reorganise the Northwest Regional Railways and Regional Railways North-East franchises. I covered this a little bit more in the Northern franchise video, but long story short, they wanted to split up their fast services and their slow services, with Transpennine Express being for their fast express services and Northern being for their slower ones. In July 2003, this plan actually came into fruition where the Transpennine Express franchise was awarded a joint venture between Keolis and First Group. With services operated by First Northwestern and Arriva Trains Northern transferred over to Transpennine Express on the 1st of February 2004. This moment being the official start of the Transpennine Express franchise. With this franchise receiving a couple additional services on top of its existing services in 2007. These being the Manchester to Edinburgh Waverley and Glasgow Central services previously operated by Virgin Cross Country, operating alongside existing routes on the West Coast Main Line. In August 2014 it was announced that First Group, Keolis partnered with Go Ahead and Stagecoach had been shortlisted to bid for the new franchise. With the winner being First Group, announced in December 2015, with them rebranding themselves from First Transpennine Express to just Transpennine Express. Moving from the old navy blue First branding to the new grey light blue Transpennine Express branding. Running from the 1st of April 2016. The Transpennine Express had three main operational route patterns. These being the North route, which ran from Liverpool and Manchester through Leeds to destinations such as Hull, Scarborough, Redcar Central and Edinburgh. The Scottish route, which included the services from Manchester and Liverpool to Scotland via the West Coast Main Line. And the South route, which ran services from Manchester via the South Humberside Main Line and Hope Valley Line through to Cleethorpes. Something cool about this franchise is that it had a big project being implemented called Project Nova. The project was created to increase train capacity on the Transpennine Express network. This project meant the removal of the Class 170 and 350 while being replaced by newly built trains. Three separate fleet were purpose-built for different sectors of the Transpennine Express network. These being the Nova 1, which is a Class 802 bi-mode unit to be used on its services that have unelectrified and electrified pieces of track. The Nova 2, which is a Class 397, which is their fully electric train to be used on their services that have fully electric pieces of track. And the Nova 3, which is a Class 68 with Mark 5A coaches being their diesel locomotive for routes that are unelectrified, with the Nova 2 and 3 being built by CAF and the Nova 1 being built by Hitachi. However, on the Nova 3, the locomotive was provided by Stadler, but the rest of the train was provided by CAF. And that's up to date with the Transpennine Express franchise. What do you guys think of this franchise, and have you gone on any of their trains, especially one of their Nova trains? Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Like amazing timing. It's kind of slow though. Yeah, just left. Yeah, sorry, I'll shut up.
Yeah.